Alright, hello guys, and in this quick video I will be going over one of the major issues which Western countries such as the US and Canada are facing. Now I keep on getting emails from many of my students, and they always seem to have trouble finding a decent job. Okay, and I do understand that jobs are available. The problem is that most jobs which can be outsourced to countries like India or China or Pakistan or Bangladesh or the Philippines, those kinds of jobs are in fact being outsourced, okay? Because in Canada or the US, the employer would be paying around $15 to $30 an hour for a certain type of job, let's suppose. Okay, now if he's able to outsource that job, he would be able to get it done for anywhere between $3 to $7. Now that's a big difference, guys. Okay, that's more than a 50% reduction in price. So it's very hard for employers to not outsource. On the one hand, if they do outsource, they're not really helping the economy directly, because a lot of people go without jobs. But if they do outsource, they put more money in their pocket. So that is the major dilemma that employers almost always face. Now it's the same thing with me as well. If you already know me, you know that I run a couple of online marketing companies, and I can hire people here in Toronto, Canada, but doing that would be kind of a disservice to me, because at the end of the day, if I do hire people who are here, I would be putting less money in my pocket, and that goes against the aim of any business owner, right? So I always outsource wherever I can, to countries like Pakistan or India or the Philippines, wherever the labor is cheaper and wherever I can get more of a benefit from the same amount of dollars that I spend. Okay, so I personally do feel that this is one of the reasons why it's getting more and more difficult to find decent jobs in countries like Canada and the US. The other reason why I feel competition is, why it's very difficult to land and keep a stable, good, well-paying job, is because a lot more people are going after the same number of jobs. Okay, now whenever I put a job up on freelancer.com or fiverr.com or any of these online freelancing websites, I get an average of 35 to 50 responses for every single one of those jobs, mostly from different countries, not from Canada and the US, but from different countries around the world. Now the point is that there's only one job opening, but around at least 35 people are applying for it, and most of the people, statistically, by definition, are not being able to, they're not going to get that job just because there's one opening. And I feel this is the same with regular jobs in the US and Canada as well. That is why it is not unheard of, especially in the legal profession. So if you're a lawyer, or if you know someone else who is a lawyer, they have most probably applied to at least 50 to 100 different openings, job openings, in order to land one decent job. And it's a tedious process, but this is the reason why. Okay, employers who can outsource are outsourcing. Okay, and the number of people competing for the same job is increasing, while the jobs, strictly in terms of numbers, have been stagnant or even have been decreasing. I don't know the exact numbers, but this is what is happening. So I just wanted to give you my feedback on the whole situation. I don't see the situation changing in the short term at all. Okay, if anything, outsourcing to other countries around the world will increase, just because it's much cheaper to do it that way, right? So one solution would be to not look for a job, and I understand that's not an easy solution, because starting your own business is pretty much one of the most difficult things you can do, but it is also the most rewarding experience ever. So yeah, I mean, if you want to stay at your job, or if you want to stay in the, in as an employee looking for work, I do feel that in the near future it's going to get a little difficult, even more difficult than it currently is, to land a stable, well-paying job for the reasons I've mentioned. But then again, you can work from home and get business from around the world just like other people are doing, or you can start your own thing. Okay, neither of these two options are easy per se, but they're rewarding and they will really benefit you for years down the road. Okay, so yeah, I hope I was able to help, and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.